Yo, y'all, what's up? Boss man, bring us in, start us off.
What's happening? What's happening? It is your boy, Mr. FTW, and I am here with my girl, Bonafide Thundercat. And we are here. Y'all have the gang here on this Wednesday night. This is officially our last time doing this review separate. The next time we see each other, the gang will be together and we will be live and moisturized in Philadelphia, man.
Yeah, yo, okay. It's gonna be
Yes, yes, yes. And with that being said, man, how you doing, fam? Are you ready, man? It's right. I forgot to tell you. Happy WrestleMania week. It's like a holiday.
Okay, happy WrestleMania week. Look, it's a good week, today. I'm excited. I'm exhausted, but I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm gonna start packing tonight. So, yeah. And especially after tonight, after Dynamite, all this good wrestling, I feel real live and moisturized. So, I'm really ready to be out there, be tuned and tapped in with all y'all out there in the wrestling land, in the wrestling universe. Because it's going to be a grand time this weekend. It's going to be a grand time this weekend. And what's up, Barry? What's up? And then, look, and happy WrestleMania weekend to Barry too. And Boss Man, what are you most excited about for this weekend? Because it is a holiday. It's the wrestling fans Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna tell y'all, when y'all hear this beep, this be my business off. But anyways, y'all, I just want to tell everybody, happy WrestleMania week. And me personally, shit, it's the week. It's the whole weekend, man. I get to kick it with the gang, man. The networking is crazy, and y'all will be surprised with the interviews and stuff, the content we're gonna get this weekend. Everybody that's joining us from the Facebook side, what up, gang? How are y'all doing? As y'all can see, it's your boy Luther Zay Diamond, aka Mr. FTW. You know what I'm saying? Gotta come. I had to bring it to the Facebook side too for the game, man. But we are here tonight, and that being said, man, we're not even gonna hold y'all no longer. We are gonna get straight into it because we're in AEW tonight. So talk to me, fam. What you think, man? Talk to me. What did you feel about it tonight?
Tonight, y'all, I'm a rant a little bit, but before I get into my rant and before we kick off our AEW review, y'all, please don't forget to head to ProWrestlingTees.com to get your Family Time Wrestling Podcast T-shirts. We got them in 3 colors. We got one that's the cocoa butter color, which will only cost you $16.99, and then we got purple and black, which is the Judgment Day colors, and it will only cost you $17.99. So make sure y'all come kick it with the gang and be live and moisturized and get your Family Time Wrestling Podcast T-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com. And I definitely appreciate all y'all still tuning in with us as we make these transitions and upgrades to shows and the reviews. So we definitely appreciate y'all. And as we get into our AEW review, I'm going to give AEW, I'm going to, for the mic drop, I'm going to add a 3 mic drops. I'm going to give it a good 2.8. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give them a good 2.8. I low-key want to give them a 3. I'm going to give them a 3. I'm just going to go ahead and give them a 3. Because I've been kind of mellow today and watching Dynamite, it did kind pump up my spirits a little bit more, and I really need that. So I'm gonna go from a 2.8 to a 3.0. So, Boston, how many mic drops you giving AEW tonight?
I'm usually tough on AEW, but tonight in particular, 2.7, man. No, we're not up here already, Paul, man. We're not just yet. But early tomorrow. Well, I won't even say early tomorrow, but tomorrow, the road to Philly starts.
Yeah. Okay. I leave out Friday night, but yeah. I'm gonna still be there.
Yeah, man, the game. Our first destination. Like I said, man, just be ready because we got a bunch of big surprises for you guys.
Okay. So, as I get into my rant, because the beginning of AEW tonight, y'all, Adam Copeland came out to the ring, and the Rated R superstar, and he just spoke basically about the love of professional wrestling, and there were some hidden gems in there and everything, and there is, I guess, rumors or however you want to say that MJF will be at WrestleMania this weekend. There is word going around that MJF is with WWE, right? So if y'all been following us for a minute, y'all know back in like December, I've been said that MJF had been signed to WWE, and everybody thought I was crazy, and I really thought he was gonna show up at the Royal Rumble. So when he didn't, I just kind of let it go. It's like I felt like if he was gonna make a moment, I feel like it should have been kind of done at Royal Rumble, but that's neither here or there. So anywho, for Adam Copeland to drop some of the gems he did tonight, and then with the rumors that's going around, I do like MJF, but I really feel a certain type of way about MJF if he does show up at WrestleMania, just based off the fact that I really feel like he's cloud chasing when he don't have to. He don't need to cloud chase when he already has the hype. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a big slap in the face for Tony Khan, because I really feel like Dynasty, that whole pay-per-view was put together for MJF to come back. So for MJF not to come back and for him to, just do what he's doing, it just makes me feel a certain type of way. I would appreciate it more. I know that MJF wanted to come to WWE, so I would have respected it more that when he did come to WWE, he would have did it on his own, not based off of somebody else's coattails or something like that. It's like when CM Punk came over back from when he was in AEW and he came to WWE, he had his own shit, his own issues with AEW. And then even with the same thing with Cody Rhodes. And then even with the same thing with Jay Cargill, where Jay Cargill was trying to do, AEW wasn't really up to par with that. Now with MJF, I feel like it's just completely different. You know what I mean? He even came up here and said that, he's going to really build the company and whoop, and I feel like he's really done that. So I feel like it's kind of disrespectful for him to leave at this time in AEW where he done built it up and he could really do something, really make a name for himself instead of just cloud chasing and try to cloud chase off of other people's moments and other people's storylines that has nothing to do with you. I feel like the money and all that it don't add up. It don't add up to me. So for him to go to WWE, I feel like he's definitely going. Him making that little tweet between him and The Rock and all that little stuff. I understand that he probably wants to work with wrestlers he's never worked before, but I just feel like right now it's just not a good look. I feel like it's not a good look for me personally. So I know he's gonna do well in WWE.
All I'm saying is, how is it not a good look, fam? When he watching out for himself. All I'm saying is, here's the problem, and this has been from people that left WWE and said, okay, the grass is gonna be greener on the other side over here in AEW, and found out the grass is not greener. It is what it is. The thing is, if you start off in AEW, if you're just loyal and you want to stay with Tony Khan and them, that's fine. But if you want to build your career up to something to make it to heights you never been before, where do you got to go? And that's WWE. MJF has done technically all he can basically do over there in AEW. What more do you want from him, honestly? If you think about it, all I'm saying is the last time we seen MJF, me and you said it ourselves. There wasn't no regular beatdown. That was a goodbye. I'm out of this thing beatdown. That's all I'm saying. And now you seeing all the rest of it.
So that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to even say this, but that's what I'm saying. I just feel like I would respect it more if he came to WrestleMania and, made a move for himself. Like, you're integrating yourself into a storyline. They don't have nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't feel like it's not. I'm happy for him to make the move, but I feel like in this storyline and in this moment, no, I don't. No. It's like you have enough value and enough. You have it to where you don't need that. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly the words I'm looking for, but.
But technically, who else would he come in? Who else would he come in and go after that makes more sense? It would only either be CM Punk or Cody Rhodes, just because they have a history. If you want to play with some type of background, it makes perfect sense. Compared to not playing with no background at all, then you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense at all.
Yeah. I guess, it just kind of it's just, it just makes me feel a certain type of way. But I am excited for MJF, you know what I mean? So just like that. But I do feel like it's kind of just like a little bit of slap in the face, little slap in the face that, right now. I really thought you was going to come back at Dynasty. But, I guess if you're going to make an appearance, then you might as well do it on the grandest stage of them all. But damn, that's cold.
Come on, man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
that's all I'm saying.
He said, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I put the action point, y'all thought I was finished. But anywho, yeah, Adam Copeland talked about the love of professional wrestling. And then, of course, he introduced the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay went
now, that's the man with the plan, man.
Yeah, so, I'm not even mad because I'm very excited for Will Ospreay. And then, of course, Tony Khan, he always knows how to play with my heartstrings. And it was Will Ospreay versus Big Daddy Hobbs, Will Powerhouse Hobbs. And this was a banger of a match. It was still long. The matches tonight were long, but they were good matches. So I definitely see AEW moving forward and, really moving with good momentum. And they really have an awesome roster, and I'm really excited. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm excited. We're slowly, from the up and up, on the up and up. But Will Ospreay did pull out the win tonight. But Will Hobbs, he looked good. I'm not even gonna lie. They said
I give him a step even forward, because to be in the ring with somebody like Will Ospreay from Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah, I gotta give him a prize. Pat yourself on the back, my man. Yeah. Pat yourself on the back, my man. Because that's not like everybody just can't step in the ring with Will Ospreay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like for him to step in that thing and have a good match, like every match doesn't have to be a 5-star match, respectfully. Yeah. So for him to step in there and just have a good solid match with Will Ospreay, I love it. Like I said, pat on the back to you know what I'm saying, I met Hobbs tonight, man.
Big Daddy Hobbs. That's Big Daddy Hobbs. Who's over there? Oh yeah, because before we go on, the way that Big Daddy Hobbs threw Will Ospreay on the commentator table, he could do that to me any day. Okay, so anywho, on to the next match.
The FTW podcast does not promote none of that. Nope.
You want to see the dead body? Anywho, the next match we did have was, of course, Lance Archer versus Bryan Danielson. And this match was a banger too. And I just want to say, I absolutely love Lance Archer's theme music. So everybody dies. I just wish they would play his songs a little bit longer, because I just absolutely love that song. So I wish Lance Archer would go back to a little bit where he should come out and throw his opponent out or some type of genre out with his entrance, so I could hear his whole music, because I love his entrance music. And Brian Danielson, I love Brian Danielson too. We were born for greatness, and this match was greatness. These first two matches was absolutely phenomenal for the matches. So, of course, y'all already know Brian Danielson did pull out the win, but it was a great match. It was a great match. What'd you think of it, Boston?
Okay. You talking? Okay. Here's my thing. It took me a while to get. I can't think of his name. What was it? What was his name again?
Lance Archer, the murder monster.
Yeah, yes, my man Lance. It took me a while to get used to Lance. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. It took me I want to say about 3-4 matches before I was like, okay, I really like Lance. And then for his size, bro, he kind of reminds me of a bigger Damian Priest.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of a bigger Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Anytime he's in the match, I know it's a banger. But I figured it was gonna be our boy, DB with the win, especially with him getting ready to go into Dynasty. And by our boy Will just having a banger of the match, he got to come out right behind him throwing another banger. So yeah.
And I just want to say, I still want to advocate for Lance Archer. I always been said this for a long time, that they should have been put the TNT championship on Lance Archer. Once they dropped that title off of Miro, they should have given it to Lance Archer. They should have just... Anywho, that's another rant for another night, y'all. But, shout outs, because all my favorite wrestlers that were on the show tonight were showing up and showing out. So then they did have Renee Paquette. Tonight, usually on Dynamite, when Renee Paquette, when they show her when she talks to the wrestlers, she's usually backstage. But tonight she was up in the crowd, in the front part. Y'all know what I'm saying. But anywho, she brought out Lionheart Chris Jericho. And Chris Jericho told Hook to come out, and he was basically telling Hook he wanted him to believe in him. And I just think, I absolutely love Chris Jericho, but I just think this storyline is absolute trash. I'm sorry. Hook and I don't know. I don't know. I want more for Hook. I just don't know about this part. But Chris Jericho, he's out here really trying, but it's just this ain't it. This ain't doing it for me. It ain't doing it for me. And then after that, we did have they showed a video.
I'm saying is, when it comes down to Hook and Jericho, this is more Jericho than Hook. I feel like shit. They just want to throw Jericho more than I face anything else.
Yeah,
and I think it's because, and I hate to say this, I don't know if it's because of the situation, so we just want to keep him in a good eye. I don't know if they just want to turn him heel. I don't know what is going to be the outcome of this situation, but I do know this. I'm kind of confused by it.
Yeah.
And it's getting Hook over. So as long as it's getting Hook, as long as it keep Hook over, I guess I'm cool with it.
But Hook has always been over in my eyes, you know what I mean? And I just
you know how he gets it seems to me he gets a bigger pop now. He's always had the pop before. But now I feel like he gets an even bigger pop, you know what I'm saying? Now he's getting with the bigger names, you know. If you think about his last 4 matches, he's been up there with the bigger and the top tier stars.
Yeah, they've been putting him with good people and top tier wrestlers to show that, he can rise to the occasion. But I guess my issue is that they'll put him in these top tier matches, and then right after that they'll try to put him with a tag team. Are you going to push him as an FTW champion and have him build his character and try to build that belt?
They need to trash the championship with all due respect.
Are you going to put him in the tag team? Because that's my problem. He's always been over. You know what I mean? But he needs to have a storyline where he can put some prestige on that FTW belt.
They just need to trash that belt.
and you know it just don't mean nothing. And it's like they put him in single matches to build him up as this character, but then they put him in a tag team match with Orange Cassidy. They put him in a tag team match with Danhausen. They put him in a tag team match with Chris Jericho. You know, it was like, goddamn, they just trying to hook him on anything.
Because respectfully, I need to trash that title. That title doesn't mean nothing. It's just another title. It's just another title that somebody's walking around with. What up, Madman?
Yeah, what's up? So it's just like respectfully, I would say we're really.
My man Rich Rockwell from my man with the plan, man. Just saying, for all my people out there, if you ever need a ring announcer, you know, anywhere and everywhere, traveling all across the world, go tap in with my man Rich Rockwell. Also, my man also has his own wrestling promotions down here in Hot Springs, Arkansas, called Vapors Wrestling, man. Doing his thing. Shout out to my man Rich Rockwell, man.
Woohoo! Shout out! La 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 la! But
thank you, Jake. See, even Jake says the same thing, man. Even Jake says the belt needs to be trashed, bro. I'm sorry. The FTW title meant something back then. But if you think about it, ever since Hook took it off Perry, it didn't mean nothing. It really didn't mean nothing with Perry when Perry had it. It just is what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if they was really, if they were really trying to build up Hook and really trying to build that belt, like they really could have did something. But it's like, no, they did. They missed the mark with that. So it's like, I just want to know what direction we're going in. And personally, Chris Jericho needs to be just Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is a great person, but even with these factions, nobody really gets over other than Chris Jericho. So.
Of course. Reach anytime, man. And
So.
Yeah, of course. Anytime, no. So, man, with that being said, what was the next segment, if I'm not mistaken?
Next segment for this show, Shane
Taylor. Well, Shane Taylor, excuse me.
Huh?
I said Sean Taylor, excuse me.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, they're going to be on Collision. And then also, they did mention that Collision on Saturday will show at a special time, 11 o'clock Central Time. So whoever that is for, but I know probably most of y'all that's watching wrestling will probably be watching WrestleMania. But anywho,
Collision is so late Saturday night. Collision basically comes on after WrestleMania. Collision comes on at 11:30, 10:30 some of y'all time, 12:30 some of y'all time. Collision will be on basically after WrestleMania. So if you still want to watch some wrestling after WrestleMania, you can go right up there. No, not yet, Rich. We will be leaving tomorrow. And the gang will be on the road to WrestleMania tomorrow, man. And we'll be up there and be looking out for us Friday. Well, we will be kicking it with your boy, Matt Riddle. We'll be kicking it with your boy, the Dudley Boys. And like I said, we have a lot of content coming with you guys this weekend.
Okay. So, after that, we did have Jay White versus Daddy Ass, a.k.a. Billy Gunn. And this was, I love me some of the Bang Bang Gang. And Billy Gunn, I love me some Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass. And this match was cool. It was all right. I'm not going to say nothing bad about this match. I'm not. It was entertaining, but of course, Jay White did get disqualified because he low-blowed Billy Gunn towards the end of the match. The Guns did come out and try to help Jay White because Billy Gunn was about to hit Jay White with the chair, and then they saved him. And then the Acclaim came out, and they were all up there in the middle of the ring, battling it out. I just want to say, I'm tired of this storyline. I'm absolutely tired of this storyline. But anywho, they were battling out, and yeah, that was it. But I do want to say Max Caster, he looked really good. He looked like he'd been hitting them weights, and he's been trying to do the damn thing. So he did look good tonight. But I really would have wished Jay White and Billy Gunn would have really wrestled this match and really didn't have no interruptions, because it looked like it would have been a good match. So, you know, but anywho, it was all right for what it was. I was excited to see the Bang Bang Gang. Guns up, baby, guns up. But I do like the claims. I got my sister me daddy ass, but we got the guns up. But anywho, the next match was they did show a clip of the EVPs arriving, and then they had the best friends arriving, and Trent Beretta had brought his mom too. And then we are getting down to the AEW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. And tonight it was the Young Bucks versus Best Friends. And then we'll see who the winner of that match. They'll either face Top Flight or FTR at Dynamite. So I'm excited about that. But we did have Renee Paquette. She did announce Willow Nightingale. And Willow Nightingale did come out with Stokely and Chris Stanlander. And she was talking. She had a lot to say because she will be facing Julia Hart at Dynasty for the TBS Championship. And I do see Willow Nightingale beating Julia Hart, and then I definitely see Mercedes Moné getting the belt at Double or Nothing, which will be in Vegas, which is where I'm from. So I'm excited because it's all about the Moné, baby. So but nonetheless, let me go back to Willow Nightingale. She did sound really good on the mic, and she did have the crowd was behind her. But when the CEO came out, baby, it was a wrap. Monday, she does what she does, and I just want to say, I would like to see sometime in the future, just because I just think I just want to see it. But I wouldn't mind if Stokely would drop Willow Nightingale and Chris Stanlander and be, the CEO's right-hand man, just kind of like how Stokely was for Jay Cargill when she was there. But I really feel like Stokely and Mercedes Moné, I think that is a force to be reckoned with. So I hope somewhere down the road that transpires. But Boss Man, what did you think of this? Of what Willow Nightingale had to say?
Okay, so now this is what I got out of this. My girl Willow is gonna go ahead and win at Dynasty and become the new TBS champion. And then her and Mercedes is gonna put on a bang, and I think Mercedes is gonna become your TBS champion after that. I think it's gonna bounce around. I think it's gonna do a hop around, but I do think they will have a banger. But I do think Mercedes, when it's all said and done, I do think Mercedes one day will be a TBS champion.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it right now, it's gonna happen at Double or Nothing, and I'm gonna be excited because I'm gonna be live in moisturized and in the building to see the Queen receive her crown.
Still moms want to talk about. I'm still moms talking about. We might go ahead and make this trip.
Look, you gonna have to. We gonna have to. So I'm excited. I know the ladies are definitely gonna put on a banger, and I do want to say, Chris Stanlander, she did look a little cute tonight. I see her. I seen her in the background. I see it, girl. I see you, girl. But after that, we did have the EVPs versus Best Friends, which was Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta, and we had Chucky P and Sue on ringside, sitting there watching her son wrestle. This was a good match, and I want to say I like the EVPs. I like their ring attire. I think it's they're slowly coming together, but they're still a little corny, still a little cringe, But I see them trying to they making moves. And then I just want to say, I do feel like for Dynasty, it's going to be the EVPs versus Top Flight, and I do see Top Flight becoming the new AEW Tag Team Champion.
Oh no!
I do.
Oh no! What are you watching, man? This is going to be the EVPs versus FTR, and the EVPs will be FTR one more time.
You might be right, and I do have my FTR shirt on.
I'm sorry. Top Flight is not beating FTR. We can put some money on it on Saturday when we're sitting there watching it live and Monster Ride. But yes, as we get our girl Bonafide back in here, we've lost her for a second. We're going to get her back in here. But yeah, man, how y'all doing tonight, man? What y'all got going on? My boy Rock, thank you for joining us. As y'all can see, it's your boy Mr. FTW himself. We got the background music playing. We're going to let our girl Bonafide Superstar get back in here. And, you know what I'm saying? The Superstar Bonafide Thundercat. How are y'all doing out there tonight? I'm not going to go no further without her. We're going to stop right there where FTR, where we have our discussion, where we think who will be the two that's going to Dynasty. I feel like we should go on a commercial break. If y'all don't know, now y'all know, baby. Yeah. Well, with that being said, I don't know what my girl Bonafide Thundercat is, but with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and drop out, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break, I guess we can call it, and I'll be right back. And as we are back at it like crack addicts, man, we are getting our girl Bonafide Super Thundercat back in this thing. And as y'all know me as Lucas A. Dynamite, aka Zedislam, we are back at it, people.
We're back at it like a crack addict. I don't know what happened. But anywho, I know we was talking about FTR be the EVPs versus FTR at Dynasty. And you know what? Now that you said it, you right. But you know, I ain't mad about it. But you right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. I know.
Like, damn. But after the match, while I'm still laughing, after the match, we see the best friends were about to go for a group hug, and Trent Beretta, right in the kisser, and knocked Orange Cassidy the fuck out. And you know what?
I love it.
Thank you. You know, like, I love so Orange Cassidy, but somebody had to squeeze that hole, okay? And it was orange juice all over the motherfucking ring after that shit. So, you know,
not orange juice.
So shout outs to Trent Beretta, because you know, I mean, I've been waiting.
My girl said it was orange juice all over the ring.
It was, and then you know, also, I want to say fuck Chucky T. Fuck Chucky T, cause fuck him. How you gonna fucking stand there after your tag team partner kicked Orange Cassidy, even if you didn't know what the fuck was going on when your best friend walked up that motherfucking ramp and left, your ass should have got out that motherfucking ring and you could have went in another direction, but your ass don't stay there in the motherfucking. You supposed to go figure out what the fuck you gonna do. You know what I mean? So fuck Chucky Taylor. I ain't like that, but you know, shout out to Trent Beretta, because he ain't taking no shit. Because you know what? I would have been mad too. Even though Trent Beretta, he's the one, they pulled his tights at the end. But you know, fuck that. You know, Orange Cassidy got the belt before Best Friends. And I do feel like Orange Cassidy did take some of the heat from Best Friends. And, you know, they all just kind of rubbed off on each other. But at the end of the day, you know, Orange Cassidy got his shine multiple times. And Trent Beretta, I just felt like he's getting tired of, getting lost in the scuffle. So, sometimes shit just gotta be done. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. But I'm always been a big fan of Trent Beretta, so I was excited. I'm sorry, Orange Cassidy. You should have pulled the trigger. He should have pulled the trigger before Trent Beretta. But since he did it, oh well. So I another round of applause. Yeah. But still, fuck Chuck E. T. I just want to say, fuck you, Chuck E. T. Cause
Lord have mercy.
So after that, we did have Mariah May, and of course, Timeless Tony Storm and the Butler. I forget his name, but they came out, and the match was Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa, and this was a good match. I just wish Mariah May. I'm kind of over her coming out as Tony Storm. Like it was all right the first time she did it, but it's like I would really like to get to know who Mariah May is and not another old version of Tony Storm. But if it works, I guess. But I would just like to see some authenticity. That's all.
I ain't trying to know when hit that motherfucker.
Huh?
My fault, y'all. What's up, y'all? I did not watch AEW. I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all know what night it is.
It's Dynamite.
It Wednesday. I just thought y'all was in here by yourself. I just decided to keep y'all company. Y'all keep talking though.
That's so funny. But during this, Thunder Rosa did pull off the win, and we do see Timeless Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa at Dynasty. And Thunder Rosa, she's talking mad shit, before, during, and after the match. And I do think Timeless Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa are going to put on a banger of a match. And I do hope Timeless Tony Storm, I hope she does retain the belt. There's no disrespect to Thunder Rosa. I like Thunder Rosa. But, yeah. And then I'm not even going to lie, I almost forgot Tony Storm was the AEW Women's Champion. But I do hope, I just don't want to have to, no disrespect to Thunder Rosa, but when Thunder Rosa was the AEW Women's Champion, it was kind of boring. So I don't really want to experience that again. So, Boss Man, you got any input?
No, not on this particular. Not on this.
Okay, but I am excited because after the match, they did show Penta El Zero Mero with Alex, and basically, Penta said he is an AEW OG, and he's coming for Adam Copeland. So we will get Adam Copeland versus Penta El Zero Mero next week for the TNT Championship. And I am excited for this match. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is definitely going to be a banger. And I wish this first match wouldn't have been just a title shot. I really wish they would have gave this match a storyline. Because this is going to be a banger of a match. Penta always puts on good matches. So it would have been nice to give Penta a storyline. Because we already know that Adam's going to retain the belt. But I feel like Penta deserves a little bit more. He do. He give him that. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like he deserves that. So I feel like they should give him a good storyline, not just the title shot. They always seem to give Penta or the Lucha Brothers just like a title shot. They never really give them like a storyline and let it play out. So it would have been nice to have this play out because it definitely would have been a good match, especially with what Adam Copeland had to say at the beginning of the show, and then how Penta just called him out. I really felt like this would have been a really good storyline. They could have just really let this played out, and it would have been really nice because that would have really put a mark on the TNT Championship though. Because then I feel like it would have brought some more some value to it. So yeah, some prestigiousness. Especially with AEW OG. So. And then, y'all, if you do catch Collision, Penta will be facing Commander on Collision. And you already know that's going to be a banger already, a barn burner. So then we get to the end of the show, y'all, and it was Swerve Strickland come face to face with Samoa Joe. And y'all already know whose house it is. So, we be swerving in that hole. And I'm not even gonna lie, y'all know how I feel when they end the segments with face to face. The little back and forth. But Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes on NXT last night, and then Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland tonight closing out the show. This was a job well done. This was a job well done, and Samoa Joe, boy, he is lethal. He is lethal, and he even mentioned Diddy. And, all the jigs and the jabs back and forth, it was, you should have got your popcorn, y'all. Y'all definitely should have got your popcorn because it was real in the field and it was going down, okay? But I'm definitely excited for Swerve versus Samoa Joe. That will be the main event at Dynasty Sunday, April 21st. And Samoa Joe, he signed the contract. He talked his little shit. And when he was walking off, after, him and Swerve got into a little scuffle because Swerve did call him a bitch. He told him to catch his face, bitch. And it was on like Donkey Kong. And Swerve laughed, because he's a killer himself, So I see that, haha. So he did sign the contract in his own blood. He took his pen and wiped it on, and signed it in. And I'm excited for Swerve versus Samoa Joe, but I do feel like I don't know who's gonna win. I really don't know who's gonna win. I really feel like Samoa Joe is gonna retain, and I'm not mad about that. But I still do hope, like I think you said it, Boss Man, that Swerve will be winning the belt at Double or Nothing. And, it makes sense, but I do hope that, the fans don't turn on Swerve. And, I just hope everybody just enjoys this ride. I really feel like AEW, even though it seems like it's a little sturdy, I think shit is about to get real, and the shit is about to get really good.
Here's my thing. I want Swerve to win, but it just don't feel like it's that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Me too. But that's what kind of scares me a little bit, because now we're saying, it's not right now. So, but then when is now? Did we wait too long?
Yep. It's kind of like one of them things. Like you got to do it while that iron is hot. And I really feel like we let that iron went out with him. I really do. And I don't really know how you get it back like that. I really don't. So, I mean, I know he's still the hottest thing right now, as of right now. But if you don't do it at Dynasty, you're not going to have a better time to do it. It's going to go out the window if you don't do it at Dynasty. So, if it doesn't happen at Dynasty, it goes out the window.
Gotcha. But I think it's going to happen at Dynasty because, I feel like I do feel like NJF was supposed to return at Dynasty. Because, now that I'm talking, they didn't even bring up the Undisputed Kingdom. I didn't even see no video packages, no nothing. I didn't hear not a speckle, not a word, not a peep. So I do feel like Dynasty was supposed to be MJF's pay-per-view of him coming back. And since he's not coming back, I do think that they may pull the trigger and give Swerve the AEW belt. And, it's his Dynasty. And,
I put
And like
it
you
like
said,
this, fam. If that does happen, what we talking about now? If that does end up happening, then I agree. Swerve wins the belt. But MJF, in my opinion, he has to show up at WrestleMania. If he doesn't show up at WrestleMania, I feel like what happens then, MJF shows up at Dynasty, respectively.
when Swerve and Samoa Joe were exchanging words, and when Swerve was naming off wrestlers, and then the crowd was brought up MJF, and Swerve didn't acknowledge him or say anything about him, that was my confirmation that yes, MJF is with WWE. You know what Adam Copeland said at the beginning of the show and what was said at the end of the show, and nobody even acknowledged or even mentioned MJF. And we all know how MJF is important in AEW, and for them not to even acknowledge and just bypass it and nothing like that, that just gives me confirmation that yeah, he's definitely going to WWE. And they feel a certain type of way. I'm not gonna lie, I can feel that. It's like I understand that it's a business move, but this is this is show business. It's showtime. This is how to put the time. So, but I do feel like if Swerve doesn't win at Dynasty, I do feel like it's a missed opportunity. And I would hate for that to happen, because I feel like this the second time, and then it's like this would be the second time with Swerve, because it's the same thing that happened when him and Keith Lee had the tag team championship belts, and they should have pulled the trigger in the match when they were facing the Acclaim, and they didn't do that. And I feel like that kind of hurts Swerve. So I feel like he's came a long way. So it's like that for it to happen again. And it's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So it's just like, I don't know. And then, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Tony Khan, he better do some soul searching, because I feel like even losing MJF and losing him right now I think it just hurts more personally than more on a business level.
Yeah.
No. So, but I ain't mad. That's how it goes. But I wish him nothing but the best. But I'm definitely excited for who's all in AEW, because it's all elite. No lie. No matter who leaves or who comes, when you come to AEW, it's all elite wrestling. It's nothing but all elite wrestling. And and WWE, they worldwide. Universally, they're the foundation. So, anywho. But it was a great show. I'm excited for Dynasty, and I'm excited for them to be coming to Vegas very soon. And, shout out to Mercedes Moné, because I just feel like, they be speaking to my heart and my soul. And, so I'm excited to see my girl out here, when it's real Monet, when she up in Vegas, baby, I'm going to be out there live and moisturized. So, y'all, just be on the lookout. And then, it's holiday season for wrestling fans, just to be honest with you. So, y'all, it's your girl Bonafide Thundercat. We are on the road to WrestleMania. Dynamite was a great show. We are getting ready to close out the show. The next time you see us on these lives, we should be all together, real live and moisturized. So y'all have a great night. Stay shining, stay lit. It's your girl Bonafide Thundercat, and I think I'm the only one that's left in here. So y'all have a good night, and I guess I'll catch y'all next time. And I'll just stay here until he ends the live.